My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This breakdown is brought to you by Premium Membership. Premium Membership brings you all sorts of betting and fantasy tools to help you make money. Things like exclusive 2, 3, and 4 leg parlays, betting calculators, parlay calculators, daily fantasy ownership projections, fighter salary rankings, and so much more. Check it out now at WeWantPicks.com. Scroll to the top and click Become a Member. And don't forget, we are giving away $50. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit, we send you $50. Next up at UFC, I shouldn't even say UFC Vegas 59. Next up on the Tough 30 finale, we have Zac Pauga taking on Mohammed Usman. Zac Pauga is 5-0. I'm definitely saying that wrong. 5-0 overall. 5-0 in his last 5 with 4 decisions and 1 finish. Mohammed Usman is 7-2 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a loss to Brandon Sales in the PFL 1 year ago. And Zac Pauga is a light heavyweight who moved up to heavyweight for the opportunity on The Ultimate Fighter. And to further complicate his Ultimate Fighter experience, him and Muhammad have spent time together, a decent amount of time actually, training together in the past. Zac's a strong wrestler who does not hide his game plan. He's got a low stance where he just pumps that jab, launches an overhand, and then takes shots. If his opponents overcommit to a strike, he's immediately under it and shooting. He can stand and bang as well, but that certainly isn't something he wants to do, especially at heavyweight. Mohammed Usman, as you know by now, is Kamaru Usman's younger but much larger brother. He doesn't have the same wrestling background as Kamaru, but it is clear that athleticism runs in the family. He was a standout football player who transitioned to MMA a little later in life. He's got 9 professional fights and has fought in some of the larger organizations outside the UFC. And being that he's Kamaru's brother, that's definitely helped him out with some opportunities. But frankly, he does show up. He sticks to a game plan. He's doing his best to make his own name. And it's clear that he's had some high-level coaching because just a few years ago, he'll just come charging across the cage, throwing bombs, bending over at the waist, trying to pick people up, relying just on his physical gifts. But now he's more composed. He'll sit behind a jab. He'll methodically work forward. He's got some very real power, and he can stay tough on the other side as well. And it's an interesting finale, right? 2 guys that have trained together in the past with differing style. Usman, the much larger, stronger, more explosive fighter, and Pauga, the more well-rounded, like the better fighter with a clear game plan. So the question becomes, does size matter? Does Usman's physicality negate Pauga's wrestling?
Do you think that size matters?
Absolutely. Unfortunately for you.
Fuck.
It's very important. And this is tricky, man. I picked, if you watch the quick picks video, I picked Usman to win this fight. I think he's just too big and hits hard, and I think that is a problem here. But, you know, you just watch the Brandon Sales fight. He's just taken down and held down, and that is definitely something that Zac can do. Without question, he can do that. And he's 5-0, and that's not a lot of fights, but it's enough to see that he hasn't really been knocked out yet. But we've seen him rocked. We've seen him rocked. And that same, those same shots landing could be an issue at heavyweight as opposed to light heavyweight. So I'm going to stick with Mohammed Usman as the pick, but yeah, pretty low-level fight here. Super tricky. What do you think, Jakey?
Yeah, this is definitely a heavyweight fight that I'm not going to bet on at all. I agree that probably the better value is probably Usman because, a 2-1 or whatever he is for Zac seems a little bit crazy. Being the 205er coming up against a full heavyweight in Usman. I mean, that dude is absolutely huge, and he knows how to use that weight and that power. This is gonna be a sloppy fight, and this is gonna be a battle of cardio and right hands. Whoever gets tired first is probably gonna lose. Maybe somebody lands a big right hand. This could be a wrestling match, but this is gonna be a sloppy affair. And I just go back to who looks the toughest to me in their matchups. Usman in his last fight, to me, looks like he got tired, quit a little bit, got choked out. Well, if you look at Zac's fight, especially against Terrence, it was 2 fights ago. I have no idea how he was able to survive that fight. If you go back and watch that was a CW fight, August of 2021. The guy was fully mounted at one point, was just getting the shit beat out of him, was able to survive and win a decision. I will take toughness and cardio all day in a sloppy matchup, and I think Zac is the guy that's going to be tougher and have the better cardio in this matchup. So I think the value is in the underdog play in the 2-1 for Usman because it is such a toss-up. Who knows what the hell is going to happen. But for a pick, I'll take toughness, cardio, in the wrestler of Zac, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you did a breakdown like that a few weeks ago. It was two women, I forget who, but you basically were like, I'm just going to go with the tougher fighter here. And that's exactly what happened. The toughness mattered. So, listen, I picked Usman before any lines. There were no betting lines anywhere. I did it a week ago. I did my notes. I did my research. I picked them then. When I saw the lines, I was actually surprised. And I get it. Zac is undefeated, and he's a wrestler. We've seen Usman lose a wrestling match. But he is still first of all, he's still a legitimate athlete that competed at a high level, in college football, which that matters. That's something.
Him and me both.
We know he hits hard. We've seen him lose a wrestling match, but we've seen Zac injured. So I was surprised to see the line. I like Usman to win this fight, but no bet. If Jacob and I are still figuring out how to do confidence bets or confidence picks, like the easiest way to give that to you, we'll probably put it on premium membership. This would be a very low confidence pick for me. Is it a low confidence pick for you as well?
Yeah, me as well. Yeah. It'd be if there's 12 fights, 12 being the most confident, 1 being the least, he'd probably be a 3.
So there's
not
two,
the lowest, but definitely down
listen, there. I hear you. So no bet. This is the type of thing on every Saturday. I post the graphic on YouTube, how we did with our picks. And this is the type of thing, if it's a loss, it really shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't matter. Guys, I always talk about wewantpicks.com/bets and the $50. I give you $50 if you go there and sign up and make a deposit. But the best value is definitely if you go to love-chat.xyz. They will hook you up. The best love chats you could ever get.
Guys, you saw who was Schwalt donated the 200 then to 100.
Schmack,
all that.
The guy paid us $300. You get his name wrong. Schmack.
Well, I just got a little sidetracked because of the love chat. All that money is going into that site. I mean, that's just there's no hiding it. All that money is going into that adult dating website. They got the best. I mean, it is unreal.
Need to go right now.
The selection they have there from top to bottom. If you guys are in men, they got the men as well. Trust me, they got the best looking men.
It's going a little long now. Anyway, lovechat.xyz. Great value. Thank you, Love Chat, for the comments. We appreciate it. Monkey Knife Ice Strike Line 64-52. Don't touch it. Do absolutely nothing with it whatsoever. Because Zac could get 1 million takedowns or just one, an elbow sandwich. Mohammed Usman could just land one big punch. Don't touch the strike lines. It's stupid. You don't need to bet on everything. But if you want $50, I'll still give you 50 free bucks. WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. I will send you $50. Jacob and I are split on this fight.